Hi, okay, we're going to continue with our lesson on fractions, specifically word problems involving fractions. So the first question, Wei Ming had 100 more guppies than angelfish. He gave his brother 4/5 of his guppies and 1/2 of the angelfish, and then he had 90 fish left. Find the total number of fish Wei Ming had at first. Alright, so this question consists of a few things. You have here a comparison, and then you have fractions for the two different types of fish. And then you have the total number of fish left. Total number of fish left. So basically, usually, if you have a comparison, I would recommend drawing a model. So Wei Ming had 100 more guppies than angelfish. So we're going to draw that 100 more guppies than angelfish. So we have G for guppies, and of course the guppies will be longer than the angelfish. Okay, so this is the guppies, and angelfish is with an A. Again, I prefer to draw a model that's stuck together like this. If you prefer to draw it separated, it's really up to you. It doesn't make much difference actually. Alright, so Wei Ming had 100 more guppies than angelfish. Now, as I've mentioned before, every word problems comes with like a clue. So the clue here is you will have a comparison number, and then you have fractions. So when you have these kind of things, when you give okay, for example, in this question, when he gives his brother 4/5 of the guppies, you need to cut both sides. Okay, so let me just show you so it's clearer. Since he gave 4/5 of his guppies away, so we're going to cut the guppies into 5 pieces, or 5 units, sorry. You're not going to cut the fish into pieces, you're just going to cut the model into 5 parts. Alright, so 4 parts are given to the brother. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you see there's a unit here, and then there is a value here. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut the value into 5 pieces too. Okay, but you don't really need to cut it like this way. What you can do is you can just divide 100 by 5, which gives us 20. So this is what he will have left, because he will have 1 unit left. Okay, so he has 1 unit left because he gave 4 to his brother. So here you can just indicate if you want, okay, 40 to his brother, okay, and then somewhere here this is 20 that is left. Okay, so I indicate there left, and for the brother B. So we are done with the guppies. Okay, so again, if you have units and you have value, and when you give or you divide the units into fractions, you have to divide the units and the value separately. Or rather, I'm sorry, you divide the model into 5 parts. You have to divide them separately. So here, the unit part here, which is one whole big unit here, one whole big model, I cut it into 5, and the value itself, I cut it into 5 pieces again. But again, I did not show the cutting into 5. So what I did was 100 divided by 5, so I get 20. This is 1U. Okay, so 1U is what's left for given, so that means this is 80, so my mistake. Okay, so this is 80, this is not 40. Okay, so this is 80. 80 is given to his brother. There you go. So 80 is given to the brother. Now, for the angelfish, straightforward. It's cut into half, cut into 2 parts, and 1 part is given to the brother. Now, when you have models, you have to remember, in models, it's always about making the unit size equal. So whatever is not equal, usually we will subtract it away. Okay, so for example, this 100 is not equal, so by right we are supposed to subtract it away, but we can't because we do not have the total. So we're going to forget about this 100 first. We're going to settle the unit size first. A lot of teachers will teach you to cut, like, okay, since this one is the guppies is 5 units and the angelfish is 2 units, so we're going to cut and make everything into 10 units. And you can see it's going to be messy. Okay, and then you're going to cut here. Okay, so it's going to be messy. I do not like doing that, but if you prefer to do that, by all means, nothing wrong with that. It's just a personal preference. So what do? I usually teach this way. When the model starts at the same starting point, and at one point in the model, okay, you end at the same place. Okay, what you can do is you can count. This is something like the remainder model. So the top model has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So what you do is you write 5 here, you write 5 here, indicating that inside this model actually there's 5 units, and inside this model there's 5 units. And when you look at the bottom model, there's 2 units here. So what you do is you write 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, indicating that actually inside here there's 2 units here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5, 10. So you can see now from the beginning until this part here, there's 10 units, whether you look it from the top or from the bottom. Okay, and now we have 90 fish left. But don't forget, we gave away all this. So for the guppies, okay, for the guppies, we have 2 units plus what? The 20 that we have here. Alright, so this is something that a lot of students can miss out. For the angelfish, we have 5 units left. Okay, now we're going to talk about this that has no units here. Okay, we're not going to care about the 80 because the 80 is given away already. So this is the one that has no units. So again, remember, units, modeling is always about making them the same size. And if something cannot be made the same size, especially, the clue is especially, usually they have a value. And they have a value, but they do not have a unit. So what do? You're going to remove them. So we remove them from the 90 here. Remove the 20. So we take 90 minus 20. That gives us 70. So now we have no issue because we do not have this 20 there, which we do not know the unit size. Now we are only left with 2 units for the guppies and 5 units for the angelfish. That gives us 7 units. So 7 units is this 70. 1 unit is 70 divided by 7. That gives us 10. We have 1 unit. So now it's easier for us because here we want at first. At first means guppies 10 unit, angelfish is 10 units. So that's altogether 20 units. So we find the 20 units first. 20 times 10 equals to 200. But we are not done because remember, guppies, there's another 100 there. So 200 plus 100, that will give us 300. So this is our answer. Okay, so this is a common question. It's good to understand how to solve the model. Again, the clue is you have a comparison and then you have fraction. So you have a fraction in one side of the model, okay, and a value on the same model, okay, on the other side. So when you divide them, you have to divide the unit separately, the model itself separately that has no value, and the one that has value has to be divided separately again. Okay, so we don't just cut everything together, but we'll cut here 5 units and here 5 units. Alright, so next question. Melvin wanted to exchange some tokens for a reward. He had only 1/3 of the total number of tokens needed. After he received another 60 tokens, he still needed 5/12 of the total number of tokens. How many tokens did he need to redeem the reward? Basically, this question is quite straightforward if you understand what we call it fractions. Okay, you don't even need models actually for this. What happened here is at first we have 1/3. Okay, but I will draw the model just to show you so that you can understand. You can see the question clearly. So you have 1/3 here. Okay, so he only have this part here. Now, he still need another 5/12 after he receive 60. So this is the clue here, the denominator. He needs another 5 out of 12 units, but we start off with 3 units. So what we can do is, okay, we divide each of these unit into 4. Okay, in this case, dividing it is easier to see than writing the numbers, and since I only have one model, there's no issue in dividing compared to here, because if I divide here the top part, I need to divide the bottom part also, so that might be messy for some to see clearly. So for this case, there's no issue here. Just remember, when you shade, okay, don't miss out, you know there's 4 units here. Now, in the end, he has only 5 out of 12. I mean, not 5 out of 12, sorry. He needs 5 out of 12 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see this 1, 2, 3. Okay, this 3 here is what he received here. From here to here is the 60 that he received, because this is what he has at first. Okay, so let's write down here at first. Okay, this is need. So this is what he received, the 60. So as you can see, it's quite a straightforward question. So 3 units is 60. 1 unit is 60 divided by 3, which is 20. How many tokens did he need to redeem? So altogether, if you count, there will be 12 units. So 12 units is 12 times 20 equals to 240. Okay, so this is quite straightforward if you understand fraction. Alright, on to the next one. There were 96 students in the school hall. 2/3 of the students were girls. 1/4 of the girls wore glasses. How many girls wore glasses? So remember, I mentioned after the word of, okay, this is the unit. After the word of, this is the unit. So the first one is 2/3 of the students. So this is the unit for 2/3. And this is the unit for girls who wore glasses. Sorry, this is actually for the girls. Okay, 1/4 of the girls. So here's 1/4 of the students. This is 1/4 of the girls. Now, once you see this, you know you cannot add or subtract directly. Okay, for example, a lot of students will do this. Oh, since 1/4 wore glasses, okay, for this case, it's quite simple. They did not ask how many girls did not wear glasses. Okay, so for example, if the question asks how many girls instead of wore glasses, they say did not wear glasses, a lot of students will straight away do, oh, very simple, 2/3 are girls, 1/4 wear glasses, so 2/3 minus 1/4. Okay, so if we do the math here, 2/3 minus 1/4, so give me a while, let me do the calculation here. Okay, 2/3 minus 1/4, that gives us, okay, 5/12. Okay, so I'm just using calculator, so I'm not doing I'm not changing the denominator. So this is wrong because they are different units. So remember that. It's very, very crucial. This is something that you must understand. So there are many ways. Again, there are many ways to solve this question. Alright, you can solve it using models. Alright, you can use it. If you don't want to use models, it's fine. Okay, but let's solve this one with models. Okay, so we first find out how many girls are there. Okay, so 2/3 of the students are girls. So this 2/3 here, they are girls. So just label G there for girls, and everything here is 96. So we find how many girls first. So 3 units is 96. 1 unit, 96 divided by 3 equals to 32. And girls are 2 units. So we find 2 units. 2 times 32 equals to 64. So there's 64 girls. Okay. So there are 64 girls. And 1/4 of the girls. So now here, we can do the English change to maths. Okay, so I'm going to write the full thing here. 1/4 of the girls. Okay, and what is this? Wore glasses. Alright, so this is something that you need to master. Whenever you see a fraction, remember it must not have any unit. And of means multiply. And the girls, this is the unit for the girls. And what is the girls? The girls is 64. We got 64 here. So it's 1/4 times 64. And when we do this, what do we get? The people who wore glasses. Because it states there, 1/4 of the girls wore glasses. So you see, 1/4 of girls. So we get the number of students who wore glasses. This will be 16. Okay, so this will be 16. And this is our answer. Okay, so a few things to take note of. First thing is, if the units are different and the units comes after the word of, immediately you know the students of the girls. So the units are different, you cannot add or subtract. Alright, second thing is revision of from the English writing here, and we change it to total maths here. So 1/4 is already maths, so we just copy down. Of is multiply, and the girls we calculated to be 64. Right, next lesson. Ahmad had 7/10 kg of flour. He used 1/4 of it to bake some cookies. How much flour did he use? So this is a very simple question, but it's good for revision because this one has a unit, this one doesn't have a unit like that. So we will do English to maths. 1/4 of it, which is the flour, 7/10 to bake cookies. How much flour did he use to bake cookies? 7/40. Simple one-step solution. Okay. Next, maybe we'll do 2 more, and then we'll be done with this video. At first, Wallace had 30 green pens. He gave 5/6 of the green pens away. Then he bought another 12 green pens. How many green pens did he have altogether in the end? Again, practicing English to maths. 5/6. Okay, 5/6. Of means multiply. Green pens. So this is what we are focusing on, and this is green pens. We have 30. So we have 30. And what happens here? This is gave away. So when we do this calculation, we will get what he gave away. Alright, so we just simplify. We will get 25. So again, this is gave away. Alright. A simple calculation will give us how many he has left. So he has 5 pens left. He bought another 12. How many did he have in the end? So 5 plus 12 equals 17. Next question. Carlson spent 1/3 of his money on a book, 1/7 of his money on a burger. What fraction did Carlson spend altogether? Okay, so this is another revision. Don't get confused when there's a remainder. Remember, if there's a remainder, we're going to forget about this part. First, we're going to just focus on this. But since there's no remainder, and let's look at the unit of what? His money. And the second one is of his money. It's the same unit. So what fraction did he spend altogether? Since they are the same unit, we can just trade away at them. And denominator we change to 21. Alright. And we get 10/21. There you go. Alright. So thank you very much for watching this video. And if you think this is helpful, please do consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much.